Welcome to today's yoga class. We are at the beach, so I thought it would be a good idea to do a fluid practice. It is also quite early in the morning for me, so I've chosen this practice to help move some energy throughout our body, help get rid of any aches and pains we might have. And yeah, that's really it. You will just need a mat and we'll get started in a kneeling position. So just bringing the feet underneath the hips, roll the shoulders back, drop them away from the ears, close the eyes, and we'll just take a moment to settle into the practice before we start moving the body. And start to take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Taking slow, deep breaths. Filling up the lungs and the belly. And on your next inhale, you can bring the arms up and overhead. Softly blink the eyes open, look towards the hands. Exhale, right hand down, left arm comes up and overhead, look towards the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left side. Keeping with movement, inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale, coming back. Exhale to the left. Let's do one more time on each side. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale back to center and exhale last time to the left. Inhale, and we'll just make our way into all fours. Bringing your hands underneath the shoulders, your knees under the hips, a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, tuck the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale for your cow. Exhale for your cat pose. Keep moving between these two poses. Maybe you want to bring a little bit more movement into the spine, making this your own practice. And then come back to a neutral spine. We'll inhale, lift the left leg long, and then swinging it round to the side, bringing your foot flat. Tuck your back toes, and we'll take some more cat-cows here, moving back and forth, pushing your hips towards your heel. And then round the spine, bringing the chest forwards. Start to curve the spine, lift the chest, push the hips back. In breath, round the spine, coming back forward. Moving back and forth, finding a fluidity in the body. And then release the hips back, walk the fingertips forward, extend the spine, feel length down the side bodies. And then inhale, lift the chest and walk your hands over towards your left foot. Lower the chest, sink it towards your left leg. Inhale, start to lift the chest, walking the hands back to center. And then your right hand comes off the mat, finding a supported side plank. Left arm extends long, feeling the energy through your left fingertips and your left toes. And rounding, coming back to center. Lifting your left leg behind you now, extend the right arm long. Pull the navel in towards the spine. And then start to bend into your left leg, grabbing hold of the foot with the hand. Start to kick the foot into the hand to lift the chest, finding your tiger pose. And exhale, release. Stepping your left foot to the outside of the left hand, finding your lizard lunge. Take a moment, sink the hips down towards your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to straighten into the left leg, bending over the left leg. Coming back to your lizard, inhale. Exhale, straightening into the left leg, moving between lizard and half splits. Inhale for your lizard, exhale for your half splits. One more time, inhale and exhale. Coming back to your lizard pose, and we'll walk the foot in between the hands now, finding your low lunge. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky, place the hands together into prayer, sink them towards the chest. Take your twist now, twisting towards the left. You can keep your arms like this, or you could hook your elbow onto the outside of your left knee and take your gaze over the left shoulder. Start to unwind slowly, arms come up towards the sky, and then start to cactus into the arms, slight back bend. Grounding into the hands now, tuck your back toes, and we'll just step towards the top of our mat, forward fold. Inhale, roll the spine, come all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down, forward fold. In breath, halfway lift the chest, and then ground into your hands and just come back to your all fours position. Couple of rounds of cat-cow again. Inhale, exhale, round the spine. In breath, look towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine. Coming back to neutral, inhale, lift the right leg and then extend it to the side, tucking your back left toes and push the hips back towards the heel. Inhale, round the spine, coming forward, and then curving the spine, push the hips back. Inhale, coming forward, exhale, push the hips back. Moving, warming up the spine, finding that sense of fluidity in the body. And then pushing the hips all the way back now, extend the fingertips long, feel the extension down the side bodies. And then start to walk your hands over towards your right foot and lower the chest down towards the right leg. Inhale, start to lift the chest, walk the hands back. Lifting the hips now, I forgot. Keep your foot there. We're bringing the left hand to the outside of the left mat, finding your supported side plank. Right fingertips reach long. Now we bring our hands back to center and we lift the right leg. Extend your left fingertips long, find length. And start to bend into your right leg, grabbing a hold of the foot with the left hand, kicking the foot into hand, lift the chest, finding tiger's pose. And then release the foot from the hand, stepping your right foot to the outside of your right hand, find your lizard lunge. Sinking the hips down, take an inhale. Exhale, straighten into the right leg, right toes point towards the sky and fold over the right leg. Inhale, back to lizard. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, find your lizard. Exhale, half splits. Last time, inhale, back to lizard. Exhale, half splits. Coming back to your lizard lunge now and walk your foot between the hands. In breath, arms come up above the head. Sink the hips down, low lunge, and then bring the hands to the center of the heart space. Taking your twist to the right, maybe hooking your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Take your gaze over the right shoulder. And then slowly unwind, arms come up, and then cactus into the arms, slight back bend. Bringing your hands to frame your front foot, step forward to your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, start to bend into knees, roll the spine, come all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, and then ground into your hands, step back to your plank this time. Just take a moment, tuck the navel towards the spine, and then find your chaturanga. Maybe you lower the knees or you keep them above, low down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Come high up onto your toes, step or jump your way to the top of your mat, back to your forward fold. Inhale, bend into the knees, roll the spine, come all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. On your next inhale, we're going to ground into the left foot and bring the right knee into the chest. Pull the knee in towards the body and start to roll your right ankle. This is a good moment to find your drishti, your point of focus. And then start to extend the right leg behind you. Arms also come out to airplane wings. Finding a slight lift in the chest, a little bit of a different warrior three where we're finding a kind of small back bend and a lift of your right leg. And then we're going to drop the right foot behind to a pyramid stance. Hips are square to the front of the mat, hands on your hips, inhale. Exhale, start to fold over the left leg. Maybe you stay here, find your edge, or maybe you release the fingertips down to your mat. Take an inhale, and then bringing the left hand either onto the shin, onto the mat in front of you, but extending the right arm now towards the sky. Take a twist. Finding your balance, and then reverse your pyramid. Right hand travels down the back leg, left arm comes overhead. And now wingmill the arms back down to frame your front foot. Step back to your plank, three-leg plank. And now you're going to hook your toes over your right Achilles to push your right hip heel back, finding a kind of funky downward facing dog, sorry. And now extend the left leg towards the sky, three-leg dog. Bend into the knee, bringing the foot in between your hands, come up to your high lunge. Opening up to your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And then come down, framing the left foot, step back to your plank and find your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto your toes, step or float your way to the top of your mat to your forward fold. In breath, start to roll the spine, come all the way up to standing, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Take that little sequence onto the other side, so grounding into the right foot. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. And just roll the left ankle. And then bringing your hands to heart, extend the left leg long. And now airplane wings, lift the chest, lift the left leg. You can have a slight micro bend in the right leg. And then release your left foot behind you, finding your pyramid pose. Hands on your hips, in breath, inhale. Exhale, folding over the right leg. Fingertips can be on the mat or they can be on the hips still. And then right hand onto your right leg, open up, left arm towards the sky. Reverse your pyramid. Left arm now travels down the back leg, right arm towards the sky. Small back bend. And now come down to frame your front foot. Step back for your 3-leg plank. And then hook your toes over your left Achilles and push the left heel back towards the mat. Inhale, right leg towards the sky, find your 3-leg dog. Bend into the knee, pull it into the chest and step the foot between your hands, coming up, high lunge. Opening up to your warrior 2. And now reversing your warrior. Come down to frame your right foot. Take a step back, high plank, finding your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And now just pushing your hips back, finding a wide leg child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Release the chest down towards the mat. Reconnect with your breath. Maybe pull your fingertips a little bit closer to the top of your mat. And take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. And start to walk your hands back towards the body. Coming to bring the knees together. And we're going to close the practice in a seated meditation, just because if it is a morning for you, then I'd like to do a seated meditation rather than a shavasana. So finding your version, bringing the backs of the hands onto your knees. You can have your palms facing open or they can be grounded. Close your eyes. And if you've made it this far through the practice, then I encourage you not to skip this part. This is arguably the most important part of the practice. It's how we create that through line, how we bring the energy we've created on the mat out into the rest of our day. So just let the shoulders drop away from the ears, relax any tension you have in your face. Relax into your breath. And just take a moment to observe the body. Observe the mind. Not trying to change anything, but just being the observer. Listening to the sounds of the ocean. And if you do feel your mind start to wander, just bring it back to your breath, using it as a guide to the present moment. And start to deepen your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Bringing the hands to the center of the heart space, bowing down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful fluid yoga practice. I hope you are feeling energized. I know I am definitely feeling more energized than I did at the start of the practice, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time on the mat.